get like a 3-bedroom, a pool, a yard, all this stuff, and you're like, wow, $1,300, that's great, but you could be getting it for $800.
And I'm gonna save you some money with this one. I'm gonna save you a lot of money with this right here. Hey guys, we are the Merry Miss Adventures family, and we're here to talk to you about 3 things that will kill your trip to Mérida or your move. If you plan on moving here, this is literally like the #1 thing. Well, number 3 will be the #1 thing that I see like people who come here and then have to like leave. It's the cause of this, and wish we would have known. We kind of suffer for it, but luckily we had like, we kind of like prepared pretty well for it. So let's go ahead and get into that list. If you haven't, please subscribe. Please like the video. It helps every time. Number 1.
Well, number 3.
No, are we doing 3, 2,
1?
Number 3, water.
Yes.
We made this mistake when we first got here. We didn't know where to get water, so we would go to the OXXO and get like jugs
like 5-liter jugs. Just get like 5 of them.
Yeah.
And not only is that really annoying to have to figure out how to like transport 5-liter jugs of water, but it's very cost inefficient.
It is. Yeah. It is terribly cost inefficient. We spent so much money on jugs of water that we could have paid the same price for and gotten like 3 to 4 times as much water.
Yeah.
Because we just didn't have a service.
Yeah. Definitely try to find the like a water service that you like. There's different companies that deliver. We can put the WhatsApp number to the company that we use in the comments below, so you can have something when you move here. What happens with our specific company is they basically come to your house on a certain day of the week. You can message them, or they might message you if you're a regular customer, and they'll ask how many jugs you need, and it's like the big like water cooler jugs.
So you do need like a dispenser for it. You can find one at Walmart. We have a manual one.
Or there's like a one you press a button and an electric.
I think most of our friends say they got theirs off of Amazon.
But they also have seen them at Walmart and stuff too.
Also with the water.
Yeah.
Not knowing that it's hard water. So my uncle actually came to visit one time, and he just, it's his first time here. Makes a nice pot of coffee and suffers for
Yeah, he just going about his normal thing, used the sink water for the coffee, and was sick basically the whole day.
Yeah.
From the mineral content of the water, and then there is like some bacterial content too.
Yeah.
But unlike other countries, you can't just boil the water and it's good to drink. Here it's like so mineral rich that it's not going to be good.
Right.
Not only will it make you sick internally, some people have issues with it on their skin.
True.
With their hair, and then it will definitely wreck your plumbing and toilets, your clothes.
Shower heads,
sometimes, like his
faucets.
diapers, we have to add like a lot of baking soda, a lot of vinegar, so that they don't get shredded up basically by the hard water.
Right.
So you'll definitely have to like descale your faucets and shower heads. Some people do get filters for the shower heads if they find that their skin or hair is sensitive to the water.
Yeah. So also the water, we've tried boiling just to see what happens, and there's just like you get this fine powder like immediately. Like once the water is boiling, you can just see white powder just build up.
And it'll ruin the pots and stuff too.
It will ruin the pots.
It's
Learn
very
that
hard.
the hard way. So let's get into the next one. Number 2. Can you do a 2, Julian? No? Okay. Location.
Yeah.
Location will kill you. If you're on the wrong side of town.
Yep, where you decide to move.
Not like that. Not like wrong side of town, like dangerous, but wrong side of town as far as like you're too far to do anything. It's an hour. Well, not an hour, but like 30 minutes from Central every time.
Yeah, basically there's like the Periférico, which is the highway that goes around like the main part of Mérida, and then there's like little neighborhoods all outside of that. Like Las Americas is a popular one, Temazon Norte, Cholul, Concal, Calcal. There's a bunch, and they're great. They're usually cheaper for housing, depending on like what sort of amenities you're looking for. But it is going to be harder if you're relying on things like Uber or Didi or other rideshare options. It's usually harder to find things out that way. Yeah, and it's usually less walkable. So like where we live now, we can walk to 2 different parks, a grocery store, 2 grocery stores really,
couple restaurants.
couple restaurants, Nina's school.
There are other schools in the area. There's parks.
There's parks. There's a lot. Cholul and the outside areas, you're not really getting that as much. So if you're someone that like really likes to go out and about, you might want to invest in your own transportation or just account for the fact that you'll be needing to book cars and that it might take a little bit longer to order cars. I don't even know if I know the buses go out to those areas, but it is a bit harder, I think, to get them. Yeah. So then the opposite, being like 2 in the city, like 2 in Central, kind of has another set of issues.
Yeah, so the traffic will get you.
Yeah.
Luckily, I ride a motorcycle, so I can kind of weave in and out, but friends who do drive cars are like, Mérida has a traffic issue. The city's growing, people are coming here, and the streets aren't really changing, and they don't accommodate, a bunch of people. The other thing, too, is like being close to party areas. Like when we first got here, we lived in Platinum Departamentos, and there was like just a party scene all the time at the bottom of the building, which was fine. Some nights you might hear a little bit through the glass, but there was also like when the party comes to the building, because one of the guys, he owned like one of the apartments at the top, so he would basically just come to our building to party on the weekends, and just kind of had there was no recourse. There's no really way to stop it. You could ask, but
yeah.
So
and even if you are in Central, it's still pretty big. Like you may be in a part of Central, but it may take you a long time to walk to another part.
Yeah.
So you might still need to use a car within Central, which can be kind of a hassle because of the traffic and everything.
Yeah. Also, just seeing people you don't want to see, no, just playing.
No, it is a good point, because like if you are a people person, you definitely want to be like more in the city. But if you want like there's places outside the periferical where you can have land, you can have like it's dirt roads.
True. Oh yeah. Also, there's like kids playing right now, and
But yeah, it's like dirt roads leading up to your house. There's like
you can have as much privacy or less,
or as little privacy.
Yeah. Like our window right now, like I'm pretty sure our neighbors,
done seen some stuff.
Sorry. Number one, and this is the killer. Like this is the one thing that we see friends like just cycling because of this issue. And it is the real estate gringo tax.
A lot of times when you're looking for an apartment, you might use Airbnb. Not really the most cost-effective option unless you're gonna talk to them like outside of the Airbnb contract prices. Then you can definitely get it cheaper. But just going through Airbnb, definitely not your best bet. I would say get like maybe a 2-week Airbnb and then really start looking around.
Yes.
And the best thing to do to find a good priced house is to just go to the neighborhood you want to be in, walk around, get a bike around, and you'll see numbers listed on the houses for rent or for sale, and just call those numbers directly. Yeah. Facebook Marketplace is another good option. If you can get a Mexican number, that sometimes helps, because if they automatically see like US number, they might try to like jack up the price and not give you a fair option.
Yeah, and I'm gonna save you some money with this one. I'm gonna save you a lot of money with this right here.
Because also like realtors, they can help. Like we've had great realtors, but they might not really show you the more cheaper options because they know you can afford more. And it's tough because you come from the US and it's like everything seems cheaper, so you may get like a 3-bedroom, a pool, a yard, all this stuff, and you're like, wow, $1,300, that's great, but you could be getting it for $800, and nobody really told you.
But this is why I said I'm gonna save you the money on. This is it right here. It's like everything keeps interrupting. Like they don't want to save the money. Our landlord has an American bank account. That saved us so much money. If you find a place and you're trying to figure out, oh well, which one should we get? if your landlord has an American bank account, you don't have to deal with the fluctuations of the peso. And that saved us so much
great,
money.
yeah.
So much money and so much like thought. Just having
Yeah.
to like keep the consistent, like this is what we pay every single month.
month.
Doesn't matter, peso up, down, whatever. And so if that's like the determining factor between whether you're gonna get this place or this place, I'd go with the bank account. It just makes it a lot easier.
Because it can fluctuate quickly. Like I've known people that they'll pay $820 one month and then $890 the next.
Yeah.
And
then it's like, but it's been on a steady like incline up. So another thing too is like, if you are, let's say you don't have a landlord with an American bank account, pay off months when you get the chance. If the peso does drop, pay off some rent, and you'll.
yeah, like if it's at a good rate already, just
Yeah.
try to take advantage of it then and say, okay, I want to pay 6 months ahead of time. Sometimes even you can say, oh, if I pay 6 months, can I get it for like, 2,000 pesos cheaper or something? And they might go with it.
Yeah. I mean, with travel, you have to learn to negotiate. You have to learn to like be able to say no. This is one of the big things that will save you a lot of money and time and possibly extend your stay a lot longer. Really finding a place, like taking the time. Like we saw like 30, maybe 40. We saw a lot of places to find this one. And the one we had before that was even cheaper than the one we had now. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath for like, it was like $520.
2-bedroom, 2.5 bath.
Yeah, and then some people were like, you're still paying too much. And then some people are like, we're paying too much now. So it's just try to take the time to look and don't rush. Yeah, if you feel rushed, it's probably better for you to extend your Airbnb stay and keep looking than it is to just make a deal on something that you think is good and ask around. Just ask, talk to people. But that'll really save you a lot. Guaranteed.
And if you really need to save money, like try to stay out of the more trendy neighborhoods and just go to where like most of the locals live.
Yeah.
And you'll get way better prices.
Stay at our neighborhood. No, I'm just playing. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But definitely like take the time. So that's all we have. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope we provided some value. If you are coming to Mérida and you do need someone to just look at the house or you need like suggestions, we do a consultation service as well. So you can always reach out to us on Instagram or email, which is in the YouTube. It's on the YouTube page. It's like marymisadventuresof@gmail.com.
Or if like you've been in Mérida and there's things that you think should be on this list and we didn't mention them, definitely comment.
Again, see you later. Y'all have a nice day.
Bye. Opposite.
Number 3.
Where you move to, like your location that you find a house in.
It was water.
Number
3.
So, is it low on battery?
No. Makes a nice pot of coffee.
And it's usually less.
Yeah, buddy, it's on you.
Right.
Real estate gringo tax.
Sorry, that's so funny.
Huh?
Luana running behind was just kind of funny.
Julian.
You take this stuff off me, I think he has to nurse.
Okay. That's going in the video, by the way.